with these parties. Who's gonna kill off what?
I don't think they're gonna ban anything, actually. I think Wab likes to play it safe.
Okay. So that definitely could lead to really needing promotion later on. Kind of helps with the thief you want the tail more, right?
Wow, level 1's pretty bad for spells. No sweeper, no attack spells whatsoever.
Yeah, nothing as far as attack buffs until, I guess, Saber after promotion, but...
This is almost the time I think you actually head to Provoke. Well, Provoka wouldn't be that good either because you got no sweeper spell, but there might be one there. But you don't got a lot of cash, so it looks like Min is going to head for TOF.
Yeah, up to the temple we go. Not really much in Canaria today.
Imps with Stone Glance there, that's always cute to see early game.
Can be. Yeah, Min resetting out of that quickly. Trying to see if he can avoid the whammy and make it all the way up to the temple this time. Nope. The whammy hits again.
Ooh, these imps have glance and they have first strike most of the time. That's not gonna be very good.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be ambushed by stone glances too much.
Min going straight to Garland with a sword and a prayer here.
Yeah. Stop hopefully does the job. Not too much HP, we're hoping.
Yeah, Garland's pretty easy anyway, unless he gets something super like nuke or something or other, but he got the paralyze off, so Garland's pretty much just sitting there taking swords to the chops right now.
Yeah, it looks like eventually Sean will be able to finish him off. Meanwhile, on Wab's side, looking for a couple of the chests, the loose chests in Toph before heading up to Garland.
Hey, a soft potion. That would have helped him about 10 seconds ago.
Definitely would have. Those imps, they're going hard, so you need to go soft.
Ooh, and there's the canal. If Min doesn't go back to check the chests.
That could be a really big game changer early on to see the canal.
Whatever the other thing was, I can't remember now. But Wab's giving us a slideshow, so...
Absolutely. Wab going with the same strat on Garland. Just gonna try and stop him and slowly attack him down. If Min does not go back for that canal, this could be a huge game changer.
It's gonna cost him a bit of time for sure, because if he's gonna think he's gonna dive marsh for a canal, he's gonna be in rough shape.
Plus we have incentive Earth, so maybe he goes looking into Earth as well.
Can't get to Earth without the canal.
Can't get canal. Yeah, silly me.
So if Min doesn't go back and check TOFR, there's a good chance he's gonna dive marsh first. So if Wab picks up a canoe or something early, well, I think Min could be in some serious trouble here.
Agreed. It could be a serious time loss.
Ooh, and there's a couple of sweeper spells, but they're expensive and he's got no cash. Oh, there we go. Fade level 2. That's all you need.
Yeah, Fade with a white mage. You're pretty much set. Time to go beat up some pirates.
Ruby and a crown, so that's not too bad. I don't know if I would have wasted stop here. This is more of a time sink than anything else, because these pirates really can't hurt you, so...
I agree. I mean, you expect them to die in a turn from Fade.
Looks like Wab's got a little bit of extra cash here, gonna do some shopping.
Wab is gonna be happy when Provoka hits.
Ooh, Crystal, we got a lot of quest chains right close that we can do here. So if one of these turns out to be the canoe, that could send Min farther away from TOF. And if he doesn't find a floater anywhere, if the floater's on the outside continent, this mightn't be too good.
Agreed. I was just about to mention that canoe early might be the worst case scenario for Min, because then it opens up so much of the world without that canal.
Oh, I definitely agree there. The last thing Min wants to see is a canoe right now. He doesn't know it, but it's the last thing he wants to see.
Agreed.
especially if something like, you know, the Ruby or something is, and then Wab follows the Ruby, gets the floater, then he's in the air in about the 30-minute mark, and Min is still diving marsh. I mean, it's not going to be pretty.
Very true. So now we're getting a first look at some of these sea monsters. Kazoku's had something ugly that made Min want to reset out of them, and we haven't really seen what's going on with sharks or sahags yet.
Looks like Wab's frozen here.
Yep, we'll get a little bit of the slideshow strats on the Kazokus. That's probably a good way to fight them if they're really that scary.
Min's gonna check out Matoya here, see what Matoya's got to offer, see what the old lady's rolling around instead of her eyeball.
Makes sense when you have a crystal early on, but just gets one of the incentivized items in the power gauntlet or the bonk.
Wow, Matoya was ready to fight this time.
She was ready to buff herself up.
She really wanted her eye back. One way or the other, she was taking it. Whether you give it to her or she took it from you.
Yeah, she's been hitting the gym. Fortunately, that's a nice piece of early equipment too, so if you're going to get the power bonk, early is especially a good time to get it.
Yeah, it's got a bit of absorb too, so it's going to help out that fighter in the front row.
Yeah, it gives him a little more health, ability to absorb some attacks, especially helpful for Min more than Wab, because Min has a little bit of lacking money.
Yeah, and especially if they get like an early Mazmoon or something, well, then most bosses will be okay without levels because you can just power gauntlet yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, Min, couple thousand gold at Matoya, but still kind of hurting. Hoping for cheap spells here.
Yeah, Min is gonna follow this crown too, so. But from what I've seen, there's a lot of good spells in 3, but they're expensive. And we're gonna go. Ooh, life 2 at level 3. That's gonna be handy.
That is very nice. Level 3. Life 2 and heal 3. Heal 3 can save a lot of time during dungeon crawls, because then you're not using heal potions. Especially when you're going to have a good number of charges.
Great at level 4.
Yeah, fast is huge. I think Min has to come back for it, but having that knowledge is a big deal.
Tail for sale. Tail for sale.
So do you think the crown might bait Min into going from Northwest Castle down to Marsh to try and look for loose there?
Quite possible. If he doesn't remember he didn't check the POF just to start, then, I mean, he really doesn't have many other options if this crown doesn't lead to the canoe. He's probably going to think his canal is in Marsh, right?
Yeah, it's certainly a logical idea considering test density. It would be pretty hilarious if the crown leads to the key as well.
Yeah, if the crown leads to anything but a canoe, Min's going Marsh. Thinking that's where the canal is.
Agreed. I think that's very likely.
And it's Oxy Ale. Astos wanted to breathe underwater, but he's not going to make it.
Oxio, I mean, can get you somewhere a little bit later on. But,
yeah,
it doesn't do much now.
So now we'll see what Min does. He's got some money now from this fight, but I'm pretty sure he thinks his canal right now is in Marsh.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised to see him do anything except head to the southwest right now.
I think he'll go back to town first. He needs some heal pots and some piers. He's not gonna risk diving Marsh at this level with no heals and piers, because that's pretty much a death sentence at this time.
True. He doesn't have enough of the charges of his spells yet either. Might want to try and pick up a level or two.
And no exit or warp either, so makes Marsh even more dangerous.
That's a true story. But fortunate not to get something like the key or the canoe that sends him further down the rabbit hole of Marsh.
I mean, I don't like Marsh at level 50, let alone level 6.
Hashtag never Marsh. I'm not a big fan of going there unless you're absolutely forced to.
Looks like we got some cheap housing market here. Tents 27, cabins were 180.
Oh, so they do actually have warp.
Oh, well then Marsh wouldn't be that bad. But Min is heading back. I wonder if he knows he didn't check the TOFR chests.
It's certainly possible. He may have just wanted to grab that incentive from Garland and see what there is early before trying to look for loose stuff.
Ooh, he's gonna hit the dwarfs first. There is 2 chests there to check.
It is a possible good sign, though. I mean, if he's checking 2 chests at Dwarf, then that means you might want to check them at Toof as well.
Meanwhile, Wab is out of the inner sea, heading towards, Ooh, he's got the ruby. Where'd he get the ruby from? I didn't even see.
Ruby came from the princess today. Or came from the king.
Well.
The crown came from the princess.
Wab following this ruby. This turns out to be like your floater. Then you're okay. You still need the canoe, but nothing's really gonna save Min unless he goes back to... Oh, but he is.
Yeah, he's going back. He took the walk from Dwarf Cave, so... that makes sense, too.
Oh, Crimson Lightning 3. That's always cute.
That's exactly what you want to see. These imps of all varieties are doing scary things today.
Yeah, those gray wolves will be in Earth and Marsh as well, so that's not looking too nice right now.
Agreed. Although we still don't know if Marsh is going to matter, so that might be
Well,
less
we're
of
not
a
going to see
problem.
Marsh.
Yeah, we're certainly not seeing it for a while.
Marsh is going to be the last chance, the last gap chance if they're missing a key item and they haven't found a loose.
Yep, and we've still got 2 loose Lautrec out there, but we'll see if they ever need to go hunting for those, or if they manage to find them pretty early on.
Well, this is incentivized here, so we'll see what this is going to lead to too. It'd be nice to see a canoe floater. That would make this a complete jet.
Absolutely. That would be a really good start to the race. Kind of send them everywhere, too. TNT, okay.
Dragon armor was a nice pickup too.
Absolutely.
Because they got the tail. Well, they know where the tail is. Tail's for sale.
Exactly. 9k gets you a tail, and you're already on a canoe.
Looks like Min giving us a first look here at Melman, but he's not checking the spells. Ooh, a herb.
All sorts of fetch quests going on today.
Yep, more fetch quests.
We've got almost all of them.
This is good too, because this is going to give them extra experience as well. For every key item they grab to get 5% extra experience, so it's going to come in handy if they find a good grind early.
Yeah, that's a very good point. When they are... if they find that good spike tile, and interestingly that wasn't checked in Northwest Castle by Min, I guess Min might be interested in doing that, or Wab when Wab goes to turn in the crown.
Yeah, it's probably like to check, because if you hit 3 grind there, you're in great shape.
Especially when you already have charges of Fade early on. Gives you a good way to deal with a lot of those high experience spike tiles.
Wab is out now. Let's see what he's probably going to go chase the dwarfs and the herb right now.
Yeah, it seems to make sense. When you have 2 turn-ins, it seems worthwhile to go back, at least to me.
Yeah, I find these flag sets, it's always good to chase the fetch quests early if you get them.
So now we really get to see what's in Melmond. Tier 3 on level 5, that's not much.
Lock 2.
Lock 2.
Not a bad one.
That can be really helpful.
Yet.
Really helpful later on.
I mean, that's a spell I personally don't use, but
You get one of those high evade fiends in Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Massa cuts through everything.
That's true, but it can cut through them more quickly if you have a way to cut down on that 230 or whatever it is rolled up to.
Looks like Wab is heading, I'm going to guess, Crescent Lake from the looks of where his boat's going. Oh,
No,
no,
back
he's
across the canal. Yeah, time to turn in 2 items.
Yeah, because if one of these turns into the canoe, then you can just take the easy way to Crescent Lake instead of sailing all the way around.
For sure. So we're gonna get to see what the herb is here in just a moment.
Wouldn't mind seeing a chime and a cube and a loose canoe in sky somewhere.
Are you sure you wouldn't mind that? I mean, you were just calling for a jet seed.
And I guess we're not going to get to see what the prince has.
Yep. And herb has turned into a PDF of some sort.
And he stayed at the inn, so he's going to go chase the TNT, so I don't know if it was anything too spectacular.
Yeah, probably not immediate progression, but I think if it were the canoe, you'd probably canoe right away.
Now we're off for a TNT check.
Cause it's TNT Dynamite!
Ooh, that's not what you want to see right now.
We have seen a few things that could be scary in Earth Cave already. So, I agree.
Earth is one of those things you want to save till you're a little bit higher level if you can.
At least it's got an item this week because of the incentivized change.
And I don't know what happened underwater to Wab, but something was wiping out his party wide open.
Yeah, I still think we have some sort of problematic Kazoku. We just I haven't seen exactly what it is. Because it wiped Min a couple of times as well.
I'm sure Min's going to give us a looking out what the prince had, so.
Oh, unrunnable Kazokus as well, with Frost.
I can see where that would be pain.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like fun to sail into.
Ooh, Adamant the Floater.
Jeez. Okay, so now we know what herb was.
Herb was the Adamant. So now, is there a loose canoe? Ooh. Is there a loose canoe in Marsh? Is there a loose canoe in Earth?
I'm so excited for these runners to get the key sometime soon. And then there's so much more loose out there that they could be looking at.
Looks like Wab played it good, getting the herb first, and he only had to go through Dwarf Cave once. Min's gonna have to double dip.
Yep. Unlucky.
So now I guess Crescent would be your next joyful route.
Yeah. Or maybe. I don't know. We know that there are unrunnable Kazokus all the way along the sea. I guess at least encounters only check up every 4 steps instead of 1, but it's a long sail.
Yeah, but you still gotta do a key item check in comparison to diving for a loose. Because if they hold a canoe over there, vanilla canoe, I mean you're 10 seconds from being in the air. It's a risk I'd rather take.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I just wonder if it's worth checking any of the spike tiles somewhere first.
At this rate, no, I think I'd want to get a few more key items in before I'd hit a spike tile. Because, I mean, there is still decent progression.
Agreed. Thanks to Elfland, they have fairly good spells, so, I mean, progression can be taken advantage of, too.
Looks like Min going Earth?
The rod is in hand.
Earth is incentivized. This could be a gamble.
Min does not want to spare the rod. Let's see if Earth will
What?
save the child.
The way I see it, is Min going to be able to take Lich at level 6?
Agreed. Maybe a couple levels on the walk, but I think this is more of a loose and spike tile check than it is a full dive.
Because to me, I wouldn't be doing Earth till I either had Exit or I was able to kill Lich all at once, unless this was the only place left for progression.
I mean, he's got pseudo exit with 4 charges of warp. So at least there's that.
Who knows, you might get lucky to be loose in here somewhere. Ooh, giant trap top.
Now this is what you kind of want to see. It's usually not too scary, and
Oh, they rolled low.
they
Between
rolled very low.
170.
So this at least gets Min to a respectable level. Enough to try and take some of the early game with all of the sweepers that he has.
Plus, C is open too, because we do have the Oxyale. That'd be an interesting place for your canoe to be.
I haven't seen that happen in, well, a long time.
Looks like Min is gonna go 4-man. I'm not sure what Wab's doing. I don't know how long that thief's been down.
Yeah. The thief got taken down by a giant in the last fight, but back it comes.
Yeah, Min's been a bit of a grind here. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I totally agree with this. I really like finding that early spike tile, getting some of that safety in.
Yeah, at these levels here, you can take Lich down now. You don't have to do this twice.
Agreed. Now you're not double dipping Earth. You're getting in there. You're getting everything out. Looks like he's checking all the chests and spike tiles as well.
Well, he kind of has to. They're still too loose out there somewhere.
Exactly.
And you know what happens if you skip one chest. You know what's going to be in it.
Yeah, you know that whatever is important is what's about to be in that chest.
Yeah, I've seen me skip one chest and been searching for an item that I need, and bam, it's in that chest and a loot.
Speaking of which. Oh, and a black shirt.
That's a pretty hefty room right there.
Yeah. That black shirt is immediately strong. Gives you another wipe. Probably put it on one of your melees for now. Yep. Gives that thief something to do.
Thief's there to run. That's about it, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you do Katana and you promote, then, well, he becomes a machine then.
Exactly. The Katana with its fixed critical in the randomizer settings. Properly programmed now.
Still gonna check chest though, just in case the two loose are in Earth.
Absolutely. Plus, this gets you some gear, and in this case, gets a defense sword as well.
Oh, there's those Grey Wolves.
Yeah, don't want to see those. Min running immediately. Kind of interesting to not see run, fade run, but he doesn't have a ton of charges, so it makes sense too. With a thief
Web's
as well.
having a heck of a time on the sea.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about with those Kazokus. Unrunnable. But made it. This took a lot of saves. And looks like, I mean, we've got a stun gaze from Scorpion, but
Ew, the Vorpal.
not a fan of the Vorpal, huh?
It's got its uses, it's got its places, but just not in my inventory.
Agreed. It's not something I want to be using at the end of the game, but it's something I could be using at the end of the game if something goes wrong.
So it looks like Min's gonna go farther here.
Yeah, Min does not want to double dip at this point, and I think with that early grind, with some good spells available, with Warp to get out, all this completely makes sense.
Yeah, Wab's heading for Crescent Lake here, so I'm gonna see what the Circle of Sages are gonna give us.
And Min even knows that the spike tile isn't scary, so not going to have to miss any chests along the way. That has hit one runner pretty hard already.
That's some cheap opal bracelets, 13k.
Okay, nothing interesting in black magic, and we didn't get to see what was in white. Okay, so Cube doesn't really do anything right now. Not the vanilla canoe.
No, without the chime, the cube's pretty much... Ooh, there's a katana. It's gonna make that ninja good.
Yeah, especially since they know where they can get the tail whenever they want it.
Looks like Wab's gonna do a P grind off the power cycle here. I don't really blame him. This is a good grind to do.
Absolutely. Oh,
Unless they rub.
that could make it a little bit worse of a grind to do, but here's hoping turn order is friendly. Oh, they look like they rolled low as well, so...
And they got lit too. And rub.
Well,
Yeah,
this
they
light
grind.
is about to be huge.
Ooh, Spectres with Fire 3. That's not gonna turn out good.
Alright, that was the whammy that Earth Cave had for us.
Yeah, that was a quick reset.
Absolutely. Interesting to see Min go right back in, though.
Well, you're here, you have to.
At least it's only the one floor.
Get the incentivized in here, and you can get rid of you can get an orb in here, so...
If there's more bad stuff on the way down, we might see Min try and come back later. Find some ribbons first or something. But I think knowing where the katana is... I mean, knowing where the tail is, getting out of here with katana is nice too. And Min had not managed to save that. Hadn't even tried it, of course.
I see we forgot to start the timer, but according to FRL, we're about 28 minutes in so far.
Absolutely. So there is picking up the katana part 2. Hopefully no Spectre ambushes or Spectre deaths going on here. Wab continuing to try and pick up his expedience.
Did he check that chest where the trap tile is already?
You know, I'm not sure.
Well, the vampire should go down pretty easy.
Yeah, vampire should be no problem with these nice early spells.
And is this gonna be our canoe? It sure is.
There we go. And now Min continues to dive down towards Lich.
Now, here's the question for you. Do you get out and save and come back in? Or do you hope to get through without wiping?
I like hoping to get through. I don't think it's too bad of a walk to get back here, and you know what chests to hit on the way.
Yeah, but you also come across wizards and green and grey wolves and all that fun stuff on this floor too.
It's true.
So if we wipe here, this will be a big time sink.
It absolutely will. It's a gamble. It's a gamble one way, or a gamble the other.
Well, there's all the cash he needs.
Absolutely. And he went the correct way around, didn't hit the bat, didn't hit the spike tile.
Yeah, there's like 3 spike tiles in that room.
I think we have one that was named after a runner in the community.
I don't know about that. Could be.
Speaking of the community, we have our Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord is where you can find more about this if you're interested in joining the community. We'd be happy to have you. A little bit of downtime before another Spectre fight. Oh no. And Min gets away from the Spectres, makes it back to safety for the moment.
Yeah, that's what makes this place dangerous. He's not even checking those bottom chests either.
Yeah, too afraid of a wipe. Just hoping that the rest of Earth is not what's going to hold another piece of progression.
Yeah, I mean, the odds of there being a second loose on Earth are slim, but it could happen.
Yeah, it's, you know, a 1% chance at this point or something. You have 3 more chests out of a couple hundred in the game. You could have the other loose item. it may not be out there.
Alright, here's the purple carpet.
Spreading the carpet for us.
Doormat, because everybody walks over them.
Yeah, certainly our easiest fiend. Lich is probably not going to be long for this world. Not taking big hits from the spells yet, so...
Yeah, he's relatively low level, so Lich is going to take a couple of rounds.
Yeah. It's not just a matter of, you know, temper or fast up a weapon wielder and watch Lich go to the floor immediately.
Plus,
Ooh, Lich rolled high today.
White Mage is out of Fade. Black Mage is pretty much out of stuff to do.
Absolutely. We're hoping for... Okay, 2 hits, 166, and Lich is down. That is our first orb lit at about 32 minutes in.
And Wab is following here, going down to Earth himself, so... He's going to get his canoe, and then boat runners will be in the air, and then it'll be just all a matter of routing at this point.
Absolutely. And it's looking like it could be a fairly good time save for Min here, having taken out Earth already.
Unrunnable Grey Rolls with damage poison, too. That's always nice.
Just what you want to see.
Ain't nobody going Marsh today.
Absolutely not. If the other loose is in Marsh and needed, ooh, that could be fun. But for the time being, I mean, Wab had to make that sail all the way to Crescent and back, and is now following Min in to Earth, whereas Min is now making only one sail across the sea.
Yeah, Min's gonna hit Crescent Lake, or we hit his airship first and grab Crescent Lake along the way.
Definitely a couple-minute lead from the choice to go Earth first.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Wab's gonna get his loot here. Plus, Min's got all that cash now, so he can buy the tail whenever he wants. So it'll be easy money once he gets the floater, though.
Agreed.
He doesn't realize you can dock down on the sea and use the canoe. It would be closer to get to your airship.
Yes, that would definitely be faster. I guess wasn't thinking about immediately going to the floater or going to the airship.
Oh, he's going to Crescent Lake first. I probably would have grabbed my airship first, though, really. Not that it matters.
Yeah, it's a few seconds here and there, but it's definitely that little bit of optimization.
It's more a routing choice. But really, I mean, sea is open. Sky is not open. But I mean, really, you gotta prioritize your key checks. Your ordeals, your waterfall, your ice.
Yeah, the point is that if he were to do what you had said, where he goes and docks and gets the floater first, then you can fly up to Crescent. And then you're on your airship immediately after making this check.
Yeah, and then you just automatically fly where you want. I mean, we don't get the bottle, but like I said, you gotta prioritize your key items, because really you're just a key and a chime away from go mode at this point.
Yeah, not much at all, and pretty good gear so far as well, considering you have the katana, you have I mean, you don't have a great sword for your fighter yet, but you have a defense sword that he can wield.
Well, you do get the Vorpal. Or someone had the Vorpal.
So, you have some options, and you have some fairly good gear. We've seen dragon armor, we've seen, I think an opal bracelet as well. Or an opal gauntlet. No, opal gauntlet is what I mean.
Looks like Wab must have wiped something because he's grabbing that defense sword for the second time.
Yeah, this Earth isn't easy. I mean, Min was fairly fortunate to get through as quickly as he did.
So, I mean, you grab your airship, and the first thing you do is you head to Ordeals. Then you do your waterfall. You could even dip sea while you're up there, because you do have the Oxy Ale. But I'd be kind of wary about doing that till I found my second loose.
You can go check Mermaid Floor and then maybe leave the rest for later. Take a gamble, one way or another.
Oh, it's all about taking the gambles. It looks like Min is sailing instead of going to get his airship.
Were we wrong about them having the floater, maybe? No?
Oh, he doesn't have the floater.
Maybe that's what the problem was here.
Where was the floater?
I think the floater was in our minds.
No, someone has the floater. Yeah, the Adamant gave the floater.
Oh, right.
And I don't think Min went and turned that in yet.
Oh my. That's a big difference.
Yeah, so Min's gonna end up doing ice and maybe volcano. But then Wab will probably be getting in the air about the time he's done ice.
Yikes. Yeah, that completely changes the scope of things. The landscape has been changed.
Yeah, but now, see, Min's got the canoe. How long is it gonna be till he turns the Adamant in? He might decide, oh, I'm down here with the boat anyway, I might as well sail down to Onrak.
Right. Min is making it interesting for us. With boat and canoe, might even sail to Ordeals.
Well, honestly, at this rate, if ice were to be the key, and say Ordeals was the chime, this would be a floaterless seed. You wouldn't even need the floater.
That's true. He may not get terribly punished for it, but I mean, Wab is still going to be doing everything faster, except this Earth Cave, which has wiped Wab yet again.
Yeah, this is bad luck for Wab here, and he knows he needs to be down here because of the canoe. Well, he doesn't know, but he's got a good idea. This is his last check.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Min only wiped the one time. Took a note. I mean, that early grind may have made a difference, but it definitely looks like Wab has gotten a grind in as well because of the Peds. So,
well, we'll see what these trap tiles have to say here. They're always looking for that 3-eye grind one, or even the Saria ones are nice too.
oh yeah, Soria grinds are beautiful. So much experience in those.
Ooh, rates, unrunnable. Wonder what these things have.
Well, they smack pretty hard, but that's about it so far. Meanwhile, Fade is going to take out this group, it looks like. Wab's still giving us a slideshow of Earth. Min gonna warp back up for the,
Ooh, there's the key.
It is the key today.
So we're just a chime away from go mode. And if that chime ends up in the waterfall or Ordeals, this could be a floaterless seed.
This could be very interesting, very divergence to see Wab in the air and Min sailing around and canoeing around.
I mean, it would give Wab the advantage to have the airship because he'll get to the places faster.
Not to mention, he'll get to promote, whereas Min won't get to promote.
That's true as well.
That's probably the bigger deal, considering the equipment they've already picked up. We've got Dragon Gauntlet and armor. We've got a katana that's going to be orphaned if Min never gets that floater.
Well, you know he's going to check the Adamant eventually. It's just going to be when. Ooh, Airbones with slow. That's just going to slow you down.
Exactly. Good thing they're not unrunnable. Oh wait, we have a million spells to kill them with as well.
It's like Min skipped a couple of chests up above, but he's going to get this room here.
He actually went for them and then warped. And then did their fall again.
Ah, I didn't see that. Must have paused.
Yeah.
No, it looks like Wab must have wiped again, because that's the, what, defense number 4?
Warping out to save it this time.
Yes, I blame him.
Yeah. Wab's been level 17 3 different times, and is 15 now. That's a feels bad man moment if ever I've seen one.
Well, not much in the ice chest there. We start on the hunt for one loose, so...
Absolutely. Oh, Frost wolves with glare, that's fun.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
As long as they're not hitting your white mage, you're fine. I might even consider... Oh wait, doesn't matter. Just thinking about considering reordering, but backline is backline.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th, yeah, like Sean there's got a 50% chance to take the shot. Min's got 25, Sam and Matt have 12.5 each.
Yeah.
But that's hearsay conjecture. I've had my back row people killed tons of times before my front row.
Absolutely. It can happen.
There's a mute and Pure 4.
Yep. Yeah, we saw that a little bit earlier. I mean, at least they're runnable.
I think Wab is in Earth somewhere.
Yeah. Bob giving us another, a few screenshots of Earth. Make sure that we get to see those bats.
Well, just the key here, nice, so.
Min picking up another million gold, basically.
Be interesting to see if Min decides to key check these chests. Because that might be the only thing that saves him with the adamant early.
That's true. Might send Min back.
Yeah, it would send Min back to check those key lock chests, and he can turn the adamant in and grab his airship.
I think that would give Min a solid lead with how much of an issue Wab is having with this Earth Cave.
Yeah, this Earth Cave is really being rough on Wab.
They both had about the same levels going in. Wab has just been getting annihilated by these specters. And here it is again, Fire 3 Spectre. They are showing no mercy. Is this like that lag spike you have before dying in MMOs sometimes?
I don't know, did he die again?
Yeah. Spectres once again.
Wow, this is really hurting Wab.
That has to be so frustrating so early into a race. Wiping 6 times in Earth.
See if Min decides to dip Volcano while he's close.
It's a possibility. I mean, he has every reason to believe he can make it all the way through.
Well, those 49 heal pots would say otherwise.
It's not like that's that small a number.
It is when you're taking trap tile damage.
I mean, he also has heal 3.
I think he's going to do key checks.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Could be wrong though, he's heading for Crescent Lake. Ooh, there's those specters and geists again.
Those guys are not messing around.
Oh, he seems to be getting the fade off those. We should be okay.
Yeah. Spectres, I don't believe, should ever be able to survive Fade. But of course, he immediately finds another group of them. How on earth did Min avoid this entire encounter chain?
I don't know how Min got out of there so easily.
Yeah. It must have been a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been an act of magic.
Yeah, I got your pun the first time.
So he's now heading to Volcano.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. I mean, you're here already. You can full clear it. Still need
Agreed.
You can take carry at the bottom.
I still don't know that I would have gone back to Crescent first. You have heal 3s, you have a house to get your charges back.
He's probably playing it safe. I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing, so... Now we'll see what Wab decides to do here. If he does manage to get to Canoe, is he gonna get out right away?
The thing is that Wab doesn't really know what's scary on lower levels.
Yeah, but
of course, those specters stop showing up.
Wab has the floater, and you could easily go mode the rest of this dungeon in no time.
That is true.
Nope, he's gonna go on.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just chooses to go mode the same way that Min did. Just gambling that it's not gonna matter.
Here we got some peas. Still hasn't got a ribbon yet either, so that's another thing that these people are gonna want.
Absolutely. There are some... I mean, there are very few parties that can go completely ribbonless. There are some that can go one ribbon, but this is typically a 2-ribbon party. I guess with Dragon Armor, you have a really good way to defend your knight.
Yeah, Dragon Armor acts like a semi-ribbon because it gives you half damage from all elemental spells, but it doesn't protect you from the death ones like the ribbon would. So.
Exactly. But early charges of life too is going to be a huge difference. So.
Oh no! Did Wab wipe or did he exit out?
I guess we'll see the next time the menu comes up. Just... oh, this Earth Cave is brutal.
I'm guessing he wiped, because there'd be no reason for him to be going back in.
Agreed.
Now, if I was Wab this time and I actually got to the canoe, I'd be out in a shot.
You'd be heading straight for the floater?
When this game would be super easy.
Straight for your airship?
Well, you'd have to. You sunk so much time into this now.
Yeah. Just pure misery.
I mean, Min's got ice done. He's going to have volcano done at this rate.
Yeah.
It's hard to see what Min will do next. If he'll go check the key chest or if he'll head towards Ordeal in those places, but we'll see.
He is still right there, just a little bit southeast of Elfland. Could definitely start checking his keys. Still checking every single loose. I think he's looking for ribbons, Masa, and that last loose item.
Yeah, definitely. You can't stop checking chests until you have ribbons and you have like a good endgame weapon and armor and you have both your loose. Then you stop checking.
Yeah. He's going through the fire alleys. He's going all over. Not even skipping the ones that are slow to pick up. I think that gamble that he made in Earth was the last one that Min was willing to make.
Yeah, I definitely think if Wab makes it to the canoe this time, you're going to see him exit out.
I agree. We're only seeing this Earth Cave be even worse than it looked in the first place. And obviously Wab knows what all of these chests are by now. Makes it to the vampire, though. We've got something going. Vampire takes a fade and then takes a hit from the fighter, and down it goes. Time to see what Wab's choice with the canoe is this time. Or not see it.
We'll have to wait. I'm standing by.
Exactly. We're gonna have to find out Wabin later.
He exited.
Alright, he's gone.
I don't blame him. You sunk enough time into that. You can come back here and go mold the rest of that cave later.
Yeah. Just continuing to bash your head against that cave
The
wall.
only thing that's going to save WoW... The only thing that's going to save Wab at this point is it depends how long it's going to take Min to go for that floater.
Exactly. If if that takes a while and it's not a floaterless
Ooh.
seed.
There's our second loosened volcano to slab.
Wow. This is getting exciting. This could truly be a floaterless seed for Min, and not a floaterless seed for Wab.
Well, if Min doesn't end up getting the floater, and Wab does, Wab is probably going to pull in the lead. Because Ordeals is a long sail, On-Rack is a long sail.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at 20 minutes in Earth, 25 minutes in Earth, something like that. It's very interesting to see how those two would clash against each other.
Well, Wab's going right for the airship, we know this.
Yeah, absolutely. Or I guess Wabsolutely. Meanwhile, Min...
He decides to do ice and volcano first. Because if he does, I mean, you could pretty much stop checking, but I don't know if you should stop checking.
Especially with no ribbons.
No ribbons, no wall spell.
If we had seen an early ribbon, it would be a totally different story. Because even with one, you've got early life 2 charges. Definitely some options. I don't know, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's all gonna come down to routing in the end here.
It really is.
Let's see where Wab decides to go first. He might give us a look at Sarda.
The one big advantage for Min is that every time he opens that menu, he's staring right at that adamant.
Yeah, all he knows he has it. He's just, oh, it looks like Wab went to buy the tail.
Yeah.
So
Wab's getting himself some tail, and yeah.
And loot Sardia. So that's not a bad idea. Might find something good.
Totally agree. With all the early promotion gear you have, this is 100% the play.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with searching these chests right now.
Yeah. Bahamut is the man. Except he's not a man.
Looks like we're gonna have Min just about to light his second orb if he can get through Carry here.
Yeah.
Which I don't see him having an issue with this level and these kind of spells.
It would be very surprising, but Carrie can do some scary stuff. Carrie has a few hits on her.
Did he even check all the chests? Or did he go mode the rest of this dungeon? He must have go moded it.
I think we've just been so mesmerized by the struggles that Wab was having that we didn't realize Min actually had pretty good time to check all this stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't think he did, no.
Okay.
I mean, he's got his 2 loose. You know everything else is going to be in a key item check. I mean, you don't really got great weapons and armor, but you might just be going for greed chests now and hope you get lucky.
That's true. I love to see the wizard staff used. That thief is doing stuff.
Yeah, Carrie's one of the only fiends that's susceptible to confuse, actually. There we go. Wow, we'll be able to put that dragon armor and black shirt to use now.
Absolutely. You make the decision to put the black shirt to use? I mean, or would you rather have it available as a usable item on your thief?
No, you gotta throw it on your black mage right now, because he has no armor. One shot and he's pretty much going down.
He's kind of hidden back there.
Yeah, he's not hidden good enough.
There is no hidden good enough in this game.
So the biggest thing for Wab to come across now would be a really good endgame sword and a ribbon, and I think you'd see him in go, except for the fact of Volcano, but everybody checks the treasuries, so...
Absolutely, that's high density chest area that's pretty easy to get to.
Alright, Min's heading back for Crescent Lake here, instead of the Volcano.
Definitely not a troll loose item. Yeah, 2 orbs already on Min's side.
Interesting to see what he goes from here now. He's heading back towards his boat, so this kind of leads me to think he's heading Ordeal's on-rack way. Because if you want to key check the boxes, it'd be quicker to actually ride the river.
Exactly. If you were doing that, you just canoe. Yeah, and he's headed straight south.
Yeah, he's definitely heading his way to ordeals in those places. So this is... Oh, Wab's at the waterfall.
Yeah. Min going further down the canoe rabbit hole. He's still missing his floater because of adamant.
And I don't blame Wab for doing this, because you can do this and you could probably try to knock off C at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. You have the Oxale, you're ready to rock.
The only thing is now he's going to have to full clear C because he does not know that second loose is in Volcano.
Yep. We'll see if there's any gambling taken. I mean, at least you probably skip Sharknado.
Min's taking the long way around this town.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But he's definitely heading on-rack way.
Interesting not to go to ordeals first when you're already at Crescent.
Yeah, it's a quicker run, but I guess he wants to waterfall in the town. Who knows? Maybe he feels he's good enough to take on Crack, and he knows that he doesn't really have to go to Mermaids because he has the 2 loose already.
Yeah, and Mermaid's no longer incentivized this week, so nothing there.
So I mean, this could be him hoping to knock out the waterfall and his 3rd orb all at the same time.
It is a really huge orb lead, but it's so interesting to try and countenance that against what Wab has in already having the airship.
The only thing that could hurt Min here is if this is the bottle.
That would definitely be interesting.
Yeah, because now his key checks left, the bottle, the slab, they require the airship. And he's still missing a loose. Maybe he's thinking the floater is loose. Maybe he's forgot about the adamant, who knows?
Yeah, or maybe he just doesn't want to go back for the adamant. It's one of the hardest things to forget, because every time you open your inventory, it's just staring at you.
Yeah, but every time you open your inventory, you're more focused on your heal pods. I never open my inventory and scan it. And you're always looking at the bottom, because that's where your heal pods are most of the time. So it would be really easy for your eyes to miss the very top.
I could see that. You're not often reading your key items.
So we'll see. Depending how long it takes him to go back for that adamant. Well, he's going to have to.
It's getting interesting.
Well, like I said, he knows the floater isn't loose because he's got his 2 loose.
Yeah, it definitely does. Do we know for sure that he's going to have to go back? I mean...
So reasoning is that adamant's going to have to turn into the floater. There's no way it can't.
Right. Okay, so that's the bottle. This is probably good for Min, because now Min knows that the adamant is necessary.
Yeah, if this would have been, say, the chime, then this would have been then you might have seen Min not get the floater at all. And it looks like Wab is going to take on the C, like I figured.
Yeah, if this were the chime, it's further down the rabbit hole. Min might consider just skipping floater.
Exactly. It wouldn't be a rabbit hole so much as it would just, like you said, he wouldn't get change, so he might want the airship anyway.
Yeah, you would know where it is.
But it looks like both of our runners are going to do C here, so...
Yeah, finally a bit of a high five.
Min doing C before doing the... But it looks like Min is going to head for the mermaids anyway.
Min really wants that ribbon.
Sword.
Yeah, Min really wants that ribbon. Wants a sword for his fighter.
I mean, he does have the Vorpal, but he can't use it to class change, so...
Right. So in the meantime, we don't know what he's considering.
Gee, that's all that's left.
Yeah, just our incentive items. Our incentive gear, basically.
I mean, the Opal Cherry would be nice to have. Give your white mage something good to wear. Waters with fire, that's a little contradictory, I think.
That shouldn't happen.
Meanwhile, Wab is going towards the Kraken's fire.
How would Waters even spit fire out?
So we'll see if Min comes across anything good. Well, there's a second katana.
Second katana, always a very useful find. And then the long stroll back down the lane.
For money and a heal staff.
Yeah, still no ribbon. Still no masa.
Even an X-Cal you could get away with.
Agreed.
But that's something else for promotion, so.
Yeah, we know that Min's gonna be promoting fairly soon, though.
Oh yeah, well, Wab's already promoted, so we know Min the second he gets the airship. Which he knows has got to be the adamant, so.
Yeah. Min, if he thinks about it, knows the whole seed at this point.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. It could be Ordeals. He hasn't been to Ordeals yet. He might go there next. Since he's in this general vicinity, so he might not check the adamant until the very last. And if Ordeals turns out to be the chime, he might not check it at all. Which means he wouldn't get promotion.
That's true. It's still possible to be floaterless. Wow. Yeah, because we still have 2 of the gear items out there that could be in Lefane and Gaia.
Exactly. So we get a 1 in 3 chance of this not being a floater seed. Floater required, I should say.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Wab is looting, but I can't see what he has because he keeps pausing.
Yeah, Wab is giving us an Adobe tutorial at this point.
Looks like Min is out. He's not going to Kraken's side. He just wants to check those mermaids for items. It looks like he's off to Ordeals now. So we will very soon see if he is going to actually need to turn that adamant in or not.
Yeah, I think even if he does not need to, considering the amount he's been searching loose chests for items, he's gonna go back and get the floater with his adamant.
Oh, definitely will. I mean, he knows that's where it's going to be after this check here, so. Like I said, the only thing that could sway his decision is if he manages to pick up. If this is the chime, he might go in the sky. Bulk density of chests, maybe find something good, clear it while you're there.
True. It doesn't seem to match up with earlier plays. Guess at least you're close.
Yeah, and Wab here is looting C because he is still looking for that second loose. I mean, we know it's in Volcano, but...
Yeah, commentator knowledge. Wab doesn't get commentator sight.
And to me, I think it seems Volcano will be something Wab will probably do last. I would think if he manages to get through here and kill Kraken, he may go to Ordeals next. But these ghosts are really putting a hurt on him.
Yeah, they are smacking him around.
They're super beefy, too.
And I mean, even in vanilla, ghosts hit like a truck.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's no surprise to see them hitting like a truck.
That looked kind of like a glitch on Min's side.
Yeah, Min warping around.
This support pillar. That is so gross when it's an only pillar that's way on the other side.
Yeah, it's really gross when you don't have warp.
Looks like Wab is in Sharknado. Ooh, a Bane Sword. That could come in handy.
Absolutely.
Ooh, this ain't good though.
Tiamat aware.
Min fighting some slimes here. I'm guessing this is on the trap tile.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because I don't think slimes appear in Ordeals.
Right.
That is a great grind tile that I would be tempted to take.
And Min is tempted to take it too. Yeah, you have level 3 Fade charges. Might as well blow them right now.
Yeah, I mean, save one for the next trap tile, because you don't know what you're going to get after the key item, but...
Exactly.
Like Wab is going to give us our first look at Kraken here.
Min only taking one more. Okay.
Oh, and there's a ribbon.
Finally a ribbon is found.
So if Wab goes to Ordeals, and where's Min going? Oh, going back for more.
Yeah. He's going back for his recurring nightmare. Which is slimes in this case.
Well, if they don't have anything bad, this is a wicked grind tile.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Like, you just waste all your charges and then you go. But if they come up with something horrible along the way, well, then you stop.
Not even watching Dragon Warrior. This is the wrong game.
Normally those things only take 1 or 2 shots of a spell, but... Looks like he's trying to poison smoke some lobsters here.
I actually love this right now. We're watching Final Fantasy, and we're watching a Metal Slime grind.
Yeah, these ones aren't running away, though.
That's true.
These more look like the metal babbles than the slimes.
Yeah, in terms of how they look, I agree.
I wonder how far Min... Well, I was going to say how far Min's going to take it. I guess he'll take it till his charges are out.
Yeah, just running the charges out for now. Has a couple houses to come back if he wants, but...
Oh, there's the chime. That is go mode for Min.
It is! 107, 2 orbs already lit, go mode. Min is flying through the seed without actually flying through the seed yet.
Looks like Wab's about to take on Kraken here. He rearranged his party.
Yeah.
The charges, though. Doesn't have any fog. So try to Bane here. Put up some defenses on his fighter. A fast.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Vorpal's gonna do in this situation.
Oh no. Yeah, that's not a very scary Kraken. 4 hits for 100 something.
Yeah, on a white mage. Okay, somebody's dead here. Screen's paused. Nope. Must have missed whoever he went for. Or he did a spell, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Not bad
So
for the Vorpal. Well, there goes the white mage.
It looks like this fighter is going to win this fight.
Well, if he uses the opal helmet, he won't. I think
Yeah, that's not the right play.
I think I just attacked now. You've seen your sword did pretty good. I mean, if Kraken gets a good swing on your fighter and takes him down, this fight is over.
It is, but
Well,
I
it's a
mean-
mano-a-mano fight now.
he's double defensed. It's pretty safe. We didn't
We get
see
an
a
hour and 8
touch.
cutscene, which means Min's going to turn his adamant in.
Oh, wow.
Cheese, this was a draft.
Yeah.
I think they drafted this earlier in the week, from what I had seen in the SRL room.
Yeah, it looks like they had drafted earlier in the evening. So Min is finally carrying a floater.
Yeah, this definitely puts Min in a very big advantage right now. Once he gets his floater, he's in go mode. He's got a ribbon. He'll be able to class change. I mean, really, the only thing he's missing is a good endgame sword.
Fly through the sky with commanding. Wait, did you say Vorpal isn't a good endgame sword?
That's what I said. And I'll back that up.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not disagreeing. Just, trying to stir up chat a little bit.
Oh, I'm anti-Vorpal. I'll stir it up.
I'm the same way. We don't need those Vorpal swords.
I think I'd try Chaos with an ice sword before the Vorpal.
That's pushing it. I'd probably do it with a defense sword before the Vorpal.
Alright, Min's in the air at the hour 10.
Yeah.
But see, Min's got all the incentivized done. He's got all his stuff. He's go mode. All he's really got to do now is... Yeah, he's going to grab his tail, get his class change, buy some spells. Maybe.
Min finally buying the tail. Only has an extra 200,000 gold or so.
Well, Pro Rings for sale in Gaia. 3k. That was cheap. Dirt cheap. And he knows where the gold bracelets is, if he wants them.
That's true. But he does have one and a black shirt already. And at this point, you're probably not having your... You don't need to have your thief carry that black shirt anymore. It can
No, at the rate this is going... I mean, if he hits ordeals... But see, he still needs to find that loose in the volcano.
Yeah. Wab is...
Well, actually, he doesn't, because the slab's not needed. The slab's your Opal Cheerio.
That's true. The slab could be the Opal Bracelet or the Tor Hammer.
Yeah, so your slab and your bottle turn-in are pretty much, if you don't want to do them, you don't have to do them, because I wouldn't do them. They're pretty useless to you at this point.
No, I would not even really consider it. Because it's not like his gear for those guys is terrible.
I might do the bottle if I'm in Gaia, but I'm not going to make the long trip down to Lefane.
No way.
Not even for an Opal Cheerio. Not with the armor he's got going here.
No, not already with Black Shirt and Gold Bracelet. It's not even that big of a difference. So, yeah, I mean, Min is just rolling.
It's like Wab's gonna go through ice now.
So Min is still searching chests here. What do you think of this?
The only thing I can think of is he wants a second ribbon, or he doesn't trust that Vorpal enough. He wants a better endgame sword.
Yeah, looking for Masa X-Cal ribbon, basically.
But now, see, Min can go mode the rest of this. He can go mode the Sky, he can only check the greed chest if he wants. So, I mean,
Exactly.
Min is basically in the driver's seat right now. Not even getting the floater. Like, the Earth Cave cost Wab at this point.
Oh yeah, half an hour spent in the Earth Cave to only get to the vampire for the 4th time or something. Ugh.
Yeah, he still has to go back down there and beat up Lich.
We were talking about that slime tile being a recurring nightmare. I think that Earth Cave is going to be Wab's recurring nightmare.
Alright, we got Wab going through ice, and we got Min going through sea. Don't forget to give these runners a follow as well, folks, because they are putting on one good show for you tonight.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to watch these guys.
As well as our tracker / re-streamer, MG Weirdo, and my co-commentator, Shift F4. Or Shift 4.
And my co-commentator, the Hangry Chinook.
Or is that Shy Foot 4? How's that pronounced anyway?
It's Shift 4.
Alright, that's what I thought, but I wasn't quite sure.
No worries. And of course, we are able to stream to you thanks to the Randomizer network today. Really appreciate Randomania.
Now, is Wab gonna do key checked before he hits the volcano?
I kind of think so. That was an interesting load screen on Wab's side. It looked like only the one character had HP for a second there. Meanwhile, Min's still checking lots of chests on the way. Getting smacked around by these ghosts again. Those ghosts are not a fun experience, but at least there are a lot of heal charges on this white mage.
Oh, MG says we got a second ribbon in Sharknado.
Right.
So if he's got 2 ribbons, I mean, there's pretty much no reason to check. I mean, you check a few chests in Sky, the greed ones, hope you get a Mazmun, but other than that, you're pretty well. Just Min's gonna put his foot on the gas and go.
Yeah, it's time. I'm wondering what his grind is going to be like. Do you think
Well,
he...
I don't know if he... Well, what level is he now?
He's something like 18?
I mean, you're gonna get at least 3 to 4 going through Sky. So if he's 19-ish now, he'll probably be 22, 23-ish coming out of Sky if he fights everything. I mean, he knows where that good grind tile is. Maybe he'll go back to Ordeals and do Slimes.
Yeah, it could be slime time a little bit longer. Yeah. I think I might have taken some more of these fights on the way.
Yeah, Sea and Sky, you really have to take the fights along the way if you're strong enough. Because between Sea and Sky, you're going to get at least 4 to 5 levels, if not more. And Kraken just hit Sam for an insane amount.
Kraken's doing a lot more to Min's team than he was to Wab's.
Good night, Hat.
Yep. You had to see that happen.
Vorpal's so bad the damage didn't even show.
It was there, just, you know.
The Kraken's still standing, so it couldn't have been any good.
This Kraken is thick. Wow, that is a thicktopus.
Hoo-hoo, yeah.
My goodness, that was close to max. That was an angry Kraken.
Alright, that is a third orb for Min. He will be now kicking it to Sky.
Yeah. Sky time! Still really low on levels, though. So hopefully he starts taking a few more of these fights on the way.
And Wab is out of ice with his key, and it looks like he is going to check some key chests.
I wonder if Min goes back for some more magic. Because he kind of doesn't have anything other than just those first couple levels.
Well, really, if you got fast temper, I mean, you might want to look for an Invis 2 maybe around the way.
I don't even remember him buying fast from... Yeah, he hasn't even bought fast from Elfland yet.
Well, you definitely want... Well, I mean, you got the bonk, so really, unless you come across an enemy that's max evade, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, and I think he did get locked too, because it was cheap. Or was that only Wab that got locked too? I think it was only Wab, actually.
Could have been, yeah, but Min is going to head for Sky now, I would imagine. Wab stuck in Canaria.
I really think Min is going to make a stop somewhere along the way. Yeah, he's heading back to Elfland for some magic.
Yeah, get some magic, check some key chests while you're here.
Interesting to see, no...
In, Dwarf?
He had to have, right? He got adamant.
He did the adamant, but I'm not sure if he went to check the chests. With the screen skipping so much, it's hard to tell if they did something or they didn't. Fighter can't learn life too.
Right. But, I mean, you have a ton of charges on your white wizard, and you can give her a nice little ribbon. Should be okay.
Yeah, Wab's doing some chest check here for sure.
Alright, so here is fast.
Let's pick a break while you're at it.
I guess. At this point, you're not doing a ton with Brack strats, but...
So Min's landed in Corneria, probably going to restock on heals. Oh, no, going to get some magic. Oh, yeah, get Saber for that Thief. That'll be a good pickup.
Yeah. That Thief is going to be the main damage dealer. The fighter's just there
if he doesn't find him as Moon or something for the fighter. Because I think the Katana will out-damage the Vorpal.
Oh, the Katana is strictly better than the Vorpal. It has 10 more damage in the same crit.
Yeah, but don't forget, the Thief's got less strength than the fighter, too.
Yeah, for a couple levels still, but he has higher hit percentage now, because he's fixed Thief.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. They should have left him broken.
Not a Thief fan, huh?
He's got his uses like everything else, but I'm a red mage fighter type of guy.
Yeah, Thief has utility, but I think changing it so that the Thief is a little more viable makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it might make people more apt to use them.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Game over. I don't think you're going to see Min check another chest.
I would be very surprised. That should be the last chest that Min checks.
Yeah, because look at the armor he's got. He's now got the Mazmoon endgame weapon. I mean, there's just no reason to.
Yeah, absolutely no reason. Weirdo making a really good point that it's not the fixed Thief as much as it is the rebalanced Thief.
Ooh, vampires is a good fight to take. Yeah, Min's got to take every fight he can get on his way.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially since he's not going to be making test detours. It's time. It's time to start taking these fights.
Yeah, because you want to be 26 on your fighter heading into Topher, because that's where you get the 6th hit with the Mazmoon.
But again, we might see Thief as the primary damage dealer with that Saber spell.
You won't now. You got a Mazmoon and a Fast.
That's true, but you've also got a Katana.
The Katana will not outpace a Mazmoon. Never.
There are people who would disagree with you on that.
The only way that a Katana would outpace a Mazmoon is if your Thief's level 50 and your Fighter's level mid-20s.
Katana has 3 times the crit.
Yeah, but there's just such a power difference that between the Fighter strength and the more power of the Mazmoon, it's just, there's no difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting argument among others, not just among us.
Oh, it definitely is. Definitely, it'd be something you wouldn't mind putting to the test sometime. Get a Thief level 50 and a Fighter level 50. See who goes farther. I imagine the Fighter would, just because of the difference in power, but I don't think it would be much, though. I'm not saying it's like, an outright mega difference.
I mean, at level 50, the Thief has been scaling for a long time by then. You're getting a lot more hits out of the Thief by then. Thief is maxed out at that point.
Yeah, that's true. We would have a better hit, but it looks like Wab's going to come across his last loose. So we'll see what he does. We'll see if he decides to go mode it from here.
I'd be surprised to see any other choice.
Well, I'd be surprised if he'd check any other chests in here, for sure. He might check Spy 1 like Min did, and that would give him his Mazmoon too. But...
Min is still opening chests.
Well, those are greed chests. They're not that far out of the way. I mean, maybe you get the 3rd ribbon, you get lucky. Aegis shield, maybe better armor for your Thief, like the Fire or Ice. I mean, there's still stuff you can use. Because I don't know what armor his Thief's using at the moment.
So here we are at the Bridge of Destiny. Here is the moment of truth for Min. Let's see if we're going to see one of those War Mechs tonight.
I think he wants one.
He's gotta want one at this point, and not just for the fans.
No, this is another good fight here.
Oh, absolutely.
But he doesn't have any ice, though. Ooh, he's running. I don't agree with this.
I don't agree at all. He has ice, he has black shirt.
The only way I see this is if he's gonna go back and grind on the tile.
Yeah, agreed. And even still.
I mean, you can dip Topher at level 19 or 20, but if a Fiend's got a double nuke, there goes 3/4 of your party.
Absolutely.
I mean, you want at least 400 on your Thief and your Fighter, and probably your White Mage, because your White Mage's HP growth is good. So,
agreed.
In order to get 400 on your Black Mage, I think you'd have to go a little far.
And the lower your levels are, the more important White Mage is to be lifing things as you go.
Exactly. That's why that White Mage, you want to see it with 400 HP, so it can survive a max nuke. Ooh, and that Tiamat was loose.
That was a sad Tiamat. She was not ready for this fight. See, right. This is why you don't need to buy Brack.
4 orbs lit.
Bane.
Is TOFR prepped, we'll say, but I don't know if he's TOFR ready.
Yeah. Min can technically enter the final dungeon of the game at this point, 124 in.
And technically, you could win. I've done it on 21. I've dove on 21 and actually won. That's how I won my first race. I dove on 21.
Oh, it's absolutely possible.
But,
it's just...
I mean, Min can't feel like he's behind. Really. The only thing is he got the airship a little bit late. Maybe he figures Wab got it earlier, but...
Yeah, he did kind of orphan that adamant for a long time, and maybe doesn't realize just how bad that Earth Cave was.
Yeah, no, Wab definitely feels way behind.
Yeah. Min probably doesn't realize just how incredibly lucky he got to get through that Earth Cave in 2 shots.
So that's 2 orbs lit for Wab now, and it looks like he is heading... See, he's going to do the slab... He hasn't been to Ordeals yet, so... Looks like he's going to do the slab and bottle turn-ins here.
Yeah, I would legitimately feel behind as both players. Both players have a real reason to think, oh wow, I wasted a lot of time.
I always play like I'm behind.
Min doing some inventory organizing.
And Min is going in. I wonder if he's going to take fights on the way down and maybe exit out? Or is he actually going to try this at level 19?
Min has not been taking fights anywhere, so...
I don't like this gamble.
Min is not feeling ahead.
Oh, there we go. Taking some slimes here.
That's a lucky fight to run into. This is amazing. This gives the race some definite appeal, because there's so much chance that Min has a wipe here.
Well, Wab is still a good ways behind. He's got 2 orbs to light. He's still got to do ordeals. It looks like he's chasing this slab right now, which we know is either going to be a Thor's Hammer or an Opal Cheerio.
Yep. I think we're 4 quote-unquote Ganon falls behind, but Min is making it possible.
Yeah, Min's taking fights. I can't see Min. I think Min's might just be checking out what the trap tile is in the room. Ooh, exit. What is he thinking? He's got Warp. You can get out of here. Warp will get you out of here as well as exit will.
Yeah, he resets out instead of keeping those 2 battles of experience.
Yeah, I don't... Unless, like I said, he's trying to do it now, but... I mean, 1 Fiend with a double nuclear or a nuke and a tornado or something, I mean...
Running into giant parties of these da-na-na-na-na-na-na Batman!
Hey, Gamer Widow 4, welcome in. Yeah, I don't like his chances here at all.
I guess he thinks he's all gassed up and ready to go, but I don't see it.
Level 20? I mean, it's possible, don't get me wrong. Well, look at this.
Not even taking the Agama spike tile.
Now that's the grind tile. I probably would have sat there till I was level 24, 25, then exited out.
Gosh. Min is just... He's bolting, hoping that there's nothing scary on these fiends.
Well, I mean, any nuclear is going to take out his black mage.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got life 2 with his white mage, yes. But I mean, a good nuke is going to take out 3 or 4 of his party members, like, no sweat.
This is going to be a scary dive for Min. Definitely an option to wipe.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd make this dive right now.
Min making it exciting for us here at the commentary booth and in the chat.
But Wab is in ordeals now, so he's going to get his chime, which will put him in go mode as well.
Absolutely.
Then he'll just have to light his 2 orbs. MG, I believe he beat down Carrie to light the fire. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Alright. Here, look at those hit point totals. Just over 300. I mean, a good nuclear or nuke.
218 on the Black Mage.
Yeah, that's... Even with Ribbon. I mean, Ribbons don't help against nuke anyway, but...
Slow 2 first ability, and then terminated 326. What?
Well, that's 1 fiend down.
Lich, even friendlier than normal, but you kind of don't want to see slow 2 there.
I missed the last year's tournament where Kraken 2 was, like, feared by all. Like, you wouldn't dive Topher till over 30, because you knew Kraken 2 was bound to have something.
Already about to see our second Fiend fight, and still taking 0 anything on the way. Min has no interest in any more levels. Min is like, I'm beating this seed at 20, and it's win or lose on this dive.
And he's switching his stuff over to the Thief.
Yeah.
Defense Power Gauntlet. Looks like he's going to make his Thief the damage dealer here.
I don't understand. Does he want to save saber charges? I can understand moving over defense if you think your Thief is the more valuable damage dealer. And, wow.
Nice shot.
The Thief destroying Carrie. 8 hits for 500 damage or so.
Maybe he can do this.
It's possible. We always knew it was possible, but it's a pretty good run so far.
This would be one of the lower level Topher dives I've ever seen.
To be fair, we didn't see that many scary things on the packs that you're going to fight large groups of as well. gets a preemptive battle, too.
And
Chance to strike
time.
first.
And go mode for Wab. And I mean, Water's only got fire, so what?
Exactly.
But I mean, Kraken gets one good shot at your fighter and your thief. Your thief's going down.
Rearranging. Good choice here. Definitely putting that black wizard in harm's way. Well, I guess not harm's way, because the black wizard isn't undead.
Two hits too, so this is gonna be a beefy absorb here.
It is. Looks like the choice for the,
Good night, White Mage. Good night, life.
Wow. Goodbye, White Wizard. Of all the things to lose, that was probably the worst.
Night, Black.
This Kraken is not messing around.
Oh. Yeah, this Kraken's gonna be tough if he's gonna be swinging like that.
We've got a punchy Kraken. That is 4 shots, 4 kills. And that's only going to be a rinse in seawater and repeat if he goes back down. What level would you be grinding to, seeing that Kraken?
26. I take this Agamatile up to 26.
I'm trying to remember what the breakpoints are for the ninja. I might go for the ninja strats.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you need at least over 400 HP. Because you don't want to die to a nuke. I mean, we know Kraken's hitting for 5 to 6. I mean, just get evade up and hope for the best.
And I mean, Wab already has significantly higher levels on his 3-man and is charging.
Yeah, he's in go mode now. He's probably not going to... He didn't even stop for where the Mazmoon was, so...
Which is probably fine.
Yeah, no, Wab is go mode here, and if Min makes a couple more, see, he's taking his Agamatile now.
Yeah. He's going to grind.
Play.
I agree with this.
Especially with Kraken hitting like that.
That Kraken was hitting like a truck. Did we see Invis 2 anywhere? Did we see any way to deal with that?
We do have a white shirt, I do believe, I want to say.
We don't. We have a black shirt, but we don't have a white shirt.
Well, maybe we don't have any way of minimizing the damage. Yeah, I thought Wab has the white shirt. I thought Min checked that treasury too, though.
I don't remember seeing him go there. Gosh, Ruse. He needs Ruse for that white wizard.
Well, Wab's got Invis too, so... I mean, this grind here by Min, if Wab gets through here pretty quick, but Wab's still gonna go to Earth.
Yeah.
So
Wab
Min
is
still
charging.
got a bit of time.
I think there's a chance that we see that defense sword go on the white wizard even? What do you do with this? You don't have enough ways to dodge that Kraken.
No, you don't. Man, that's not enough levels. I'm sorry, but Kraken's still gonna slap you back to the Stone Age.
Oh no.
You put the defense sword on your thief and protect your thief, but I mean, if Kraken's swinging like that, no matter who he goes for, even one round of the defense sword, if Kraken hits that thief, I have quite a feeling Min is still going down.
I agree. And even if he doesn't go down to that Kraken, you've still got a Tiamat to face, you've still got a Chaos to face at low levels.
Weak green dragons, but I guess he doesn't want to take any more fights.
Yeah.
I mean, if he goes down again and wipes again, then this could put Wab back in it.
We have a race on our hands at this point. We really do. Wab is charging.
Earth takes what? 5 minutes at these levels?
Yeah, I mean, Fire 3 isn't that scary anymore.
No, none of Earth's scary anymore.
And that was the only scary thing we saw. And there's 2 ribbons on Wab now? Or did Wab get the 3rd one also?
I don't know if Wab have 2 or not, does he?
Yeah, I feel like Wab has 2.
Well, if Wab has 2 ribbons, and he's already got levels, I mean, look at Min, 347. No, that's not enough on a thief.
This is... Oof. This is getting really close. Min has maybe one more wipe left until he's behind.
Oh yeah, no, well not, I wouldn't say behind, because Wab still has to go through Earth. So I think Min could wipe one more time, and then I think they'd be on even footing. It'd be neck and neck then, if Min wipes again, but...
I think the main problem is that Min wouldn't actually be behind in terms of where he's progressing through Topher, but they both are going to have chances of wiping to that Kraken and to whatever the heck is below that, because we still haven't seen the nukes and nuclears.
Oh, no, definitely. I mean, Kraken is going to be the gatekeeper here. If he likes to swing, if he's just going to keep on swinging, I mean, none of your characters have a chance to survive. Not the way he was hitting.
No. My big concern is that Kraken is only the first gatekeeper.
Well, my big concern is how much HP does Kraken have? Because if Kraken's thick, you might have to do an awful bit of grind.
Min not even taking a 3 Soria fight. Wow.
Yeah, Min's just hoping. I think Min's just praying.
I think Min feels behind and has felt behind and is just waiting for the dot done.
Well, if he keeps wiping, it's going to show up. But Wab's buying spells here, and then he's going to do Earth, so... Min's probably still got 10 minutes, I'd say, before Wab enters Topher, so...
Yeah. He has a couple of chances to get through this Kraken with that white wizard alive. At the end of the day, that white wizard has to survive, because I don't think Min is getting past Tiamat and Chaos with hero strats with this level.
No, the white wizard needs to survive, I mean, but the way Kraken's swinging, I don't know. If he's swinging 4 in a row, I still don't think you have a chance. I think you gotta hope he pulls out a spell. Just hope it's not nuke or something.
Yeah. Honestly, you ribbon up your white wizard, you defense sword your white wizard, you try and get some damage in, chipping in before your characters are gone, and then fade a few times.
I'll be honest, I think you gotta go all out offense. And pray he doesn't hit the white mage. And pray you get it fast, pray he takes the black mage out first, and pray he's paper thin.
That is definitely an option.
Anywhere near thick, this is going to be one rough finish.
Just, wow.
Well, Min's going for round 2.
Yeah. Here's those very unscary waters.
Yeah, casting fire. That's what you like to see on them.
That is exactly what you want from water.
I mean, look at those hit point totals. I mean, Kraken's just going to make a meal out of you here.
Alright, here we go again. What's the plan?
All out like I figured. Hope Kraken's
trying
not
to land fast. Yeah.
Who's Kraken taking out first?
Bye, Matt.
Well, this is your hope and a prayer here.
Alright, fade for 196. We've got 6 hits and the fighter survives. 211, 89 and terminated.
He wasn't thick.
Min gets past Kraken with all his characters alive and healthy. Wow.
Alright, well, he's not out of the woods yet.
Oh no, no. We still have not seen a single nuke or nuclear. There are some scary things to come from Tiamat and Chaos.
And if any of them are anywhere beefy, well...
I would be going into this Tiamat fight immediately assuming that I need to be all offense.
Oh yeah, you can't afford not to.
There is 0 time for defense right now. So lucky to see a lit 2. That's exactly what you want to see at this point from Tiamat.
Yeah, you want to see spells that are not nukes or nuclears.
Exactly. You want to see nuke like 4th down the list, never happening.
Wow.
7 hits, 400 terminated.
These fiends and these flag sets are just paper. Topher's almost a joke in this flag set.
And I mean, the flag set allows for up to 230%. It's just that Min has the rolls tonight. Woof.
Here we go.
Alright, I'm counting out this chaos.
Same thing, fast sabers. Defense, get everything going.
Hitting for 161, 4 hits, 132 from Sean.
He's a weak chaos.
246 after that 114 from Fade. The Ninja getting pumped up. 112 more takes it to 358. Got another Fade, another Fast. 459 total. 274 more takes it to 733.
Chaos with the Fire 3 now. Another nuke here. If he pulls out nuke or nuclear, this could be bad. And here's nuke.
It is nuke.
Oh, and he takes out everybody.
That has to be another wipe. Chaos isn't low enough yet.
Oh my! Fire 3 and nuke. And now he's gonna get through that Kraken all over again.
Fire 3 and nuke in that order. Nuke only second on the list.
And see those rolls? Like they were all over 300.
Yeah, they were huge rolls.
Set him up with the Fire 3 and knocked him down with the nuke.
Gosh. Yeah, that's a chaos that's not going to be easy. Especially if it's not punchy.
No, this is what Wab needed right here.
It
but
is.
Then again, Wab's going to come across the same problem.
Yeah, Wab will come across the same problem to a degree, but running 3-man is going to help against those nukes.
But now they're basically neck and neck, because Wab is ready to enter Topher. If Min rapes again, then it's going to be a race.
Wab charging towards Topher. Min still trying to struggle through. Taking some more fights this time.
I mean, he's got to grind.
Trying to poison some gas dragons.
Min reset again, and Wab is just about to head in.
Min running from 8 slimes.
I mean, Min, you've seen how bad Chaos is. You've seen how bad Kraken punches. I mean, if Wab gets through this...
And there's still a nuclear out there that you haven't seen.
Oh yeah, Carrion and Lich could have something, even Kraken could have something, and they never got around to it yet.
Or Tiamat could, and that's the other thing. You don't know that Kraken and Chaos are the only gatekeepers. Tiamat, although she had paper health, she could have a lot of stuff still.
Not to mention, who knows what's hiding behind that nuke and Fire 3? There could still be a nuclear coming behind it.
It could still be a Cure 4.
Yeah, we haven't seen Cure 4 yet either.
Oh my gosh.
He did what? He did about close to $1,000 maybe to Chaos?
Just over 1,000 damage.
So Chaos at the minimum would have what? Maybe 1,400 or so?
The absolute minimum is 860. And the absolute maximum is 4,600.
Well, if he is the absolute maximum, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
If he is half of maximum, I think we're in trouble.
Yeah. Nuke second. And still so many bad things out there.
And like, Wab is just a floor behind Min now.
Yeah. I think Wab, just based on their chances to actually get through, I would give Wab the outright lead at this point.
I don't know, Wab's maybe 1 or 2 levels ahead. I mean, Kraken slapping like that. He's only got 3 to choose from, Wab will probably bring the Thief back, but...
Yeah, Thief will come back to take a smack from Kraken for sure. Absolutely no reason not to do that.
Min's going for it again.
Here we go.
Min's
Team's number 1.
And Wab is on the same floor.
This comeback has been epic. facilitated by these incredible fiends.
Wab could still wipe here. Wab doesn't know what he's coming up against. Min does at least have an idea.
We still haven't seen what those Gurmadusas have. They could have a touch waiting for us.
Not that it's going to help any, because I don't think... Oh, but see, Wab is only got the Vorpal.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the Massa, so that could be a definite strike there.
I don't think either of these is getting through right now. That Kraken is hitting like a truck, and that Chaos did not look fun.
No, not especially if he comes out swinging with Fire 3 and then Nuke right after.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, now, Wab does have 2 ribbons, so his mages may be protected, but I mean, the Nuke will probably still get them. Because his Black Mage is 256 HP, right? And they're both at the carry fight now.
Yeah, this is neck and neck. Whoever gets the right rolls is getting through this seed first.
Yeah, basically it's all coming down to RNG here.
Min has spent 33 minutes in this Topher. That's almost as long as Wab spent in Earthcave.
Well, that was the difference right there.
Just, oh, the dungeons have not been friendly. Wab quickly takes down Carry.
Alright, Min, let's see what happens here now.
Yeah.
If Kraken takes out the White Mage, he's in trouble. Hardcore.
Agreed. White Mage going down would be game over. Yet again.
He does get the fast off.
And
like that roll.
Got some crits from the
Down
this
she
is
goes.
over.
This ain't good.
No, not like this, Sam. He needs all 3 of his others to survive to even have a chance. Luckily, crits from that Mazmian, both of the first 2 rounds, means that
I still don't know. Without that White Mage, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's not likely.
But I don't know where Wab is at now. Wab's healing up, so I'm guessing he's just a Kraken yet.
Yeah. Inferno from Tiamat. We knew it had to be somewhere.
Matt's on a knee.
Nuclear!
Nuclear!
Inferno Nuclear. We knew they were out there somewhere. It was just a matter of time before we saw them.
Oh god. Here we go.
He does have his two melees up. And Min can fast himself. Or Min can maybe try and fast Sean. Maybe that's the better play at this point.
I don't know, Wab's fighting Kraken, but we're stopped again, so...
Yeah, Wab's giving us a Kraken slideshow. Min taking another shot at Chaos with 2 characters.
Well, he's gonna have to defend. I don't agree with the defense.
Man. Defense? Really? What is that gonna
heal
do
3 on the
for you?
fighter. He's going for it. He's gonna hope. 4 hits 4, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not
I don't
doing
like
it.
the pause either.
Those low rolls, though.
Chaos must have attacked again.
No, it was just, it was that same round that we saw the... Yeah,
Ooh,
there's the
there's the nuke.
This
this ain't good.
This is not
This
happening.
is bad.
Min, another white.
Oh my god.
About to happen. 1 HP. 4 hits, 113 with a critical. Not enough.
That's true Kraken.
Not enough. Meanwhile, Wab taking the walk past Kraken with the white mage alive.
Oh my god, that's like Min's... Oh my god.
Did Wab not... I don't think Wab even revived the thief. The thief's still in slot 2.
Yeah, he revived the thief, but the thief went down. I think Kraken hit the thief. I think he got lucky.
Because that thief has been in slot 2 throughout.
No, the thief was in slot 1 the last fight. I caught as part of his slideshow.
Gotcha. Thank you. Wow.
So I don't know what's going on here with Tiamat. But
Yeah.
when the screen comes back to us, I expect to see somebody dead yet.
Yeah.
That was an
Tiamat brought the
expectation.
Inferno, probably.
At least it was the Black Mage.
Exactly.
But we know there's a nuclear here, so... Oh, there it is. Ooh, low damage rolls, though.
Very low. 106, 108. That's very nice.
Gotta attack now, Wab. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's time. Fighter's going in there. We have 48 damage, one hit.
Damage. 48 damage.
Ugh. I still think the fighter can kill this one shot. It's just a matter of whether that actually happens. We've got another light 2, another white shirt.
See, this is with the Vorpal. It needs the hits to crit. If you're
Yeah.
only doing one hit, you're not gonna crit.
Well, you might, but it'll be one crit. Wall?
Well, I don't... He's probably thinking to help the fighter, but I mean...
The fighter's already... I don't get that. Anyway, two hits, 103. So we know for sure there's been at least 151 damage. We know it's been 201. Surprised not to see fades coming out from this white mage. The crack from Tiamat. Wow.
You can't heal, you gotta do damage.
Where is the fade? Blaze now.
Blaze ain't bad.
That's not bad at all. It's just
All right.
such a
Now
bizarre
we got it.
spell list. Oh,
Okay, Wab stopped again, but I'm gonna guess he's through.
yeah, I'm feeling like Tiamat has to be going down. I mean, Tiamat wasn't scary, so if you're getting past the nuclear and everything else, now
Unlike
Wab has his
that.
full 3-man up for Chaos, ready to get down there.
You got
Min
Tiamat
is
already? Ooh.
back at the top floor again, just getting ripped apart by this Topher.
Alright, let's see if Wab has any better luck here. I don't see it happening, but...
Yeah, let's see if I can call this slideshow a little bit. This is tense. This is really close. Alright, so we know that there's a fast going down on the fighter. Very green screen-esque going on here. Playing a little bit of defense with that defense sword.
Looks like Chaos might have threw a Blaze. It must have been his first skill.
Chaos missing the Black Mage. Missing the Black Mage. Wow.
He's powering up that fighter.
Yep, we've got a bonk. We've got another temper. Nuke from Chaos. Oh my.
Oh, that's a
8
big
hits,
shot though. 8 hits, 668. He's got defense up.
Oh, what's going on? 8 hits, 330. Gets to 998. Ink from Chaos. Wow. 756 more is 735 more after that. Almost 2,500 damage at this point.
Did Min forfeit?
2,800 damage from... Wow. Oh, 3,200 damage from Wab. This is a thick Chaos, but she's missing. And just 8 hits, 603. We're at 3,800 damage.
That is
And
a
counting.
thick Chaos. It
That
must
is-
be over. It has to be.
That is 200%.
And,
And
it is.
Wab finishes the fight with that giant fighter. Wow.
Looks like Min has declined an interview.
Fighter being the hero tonight. If that nuke could come back up. Oh
This
my.
was one heck of a race. I mean, that Topher just killed Min. And Wab making it through on his first try.
Yeah.
I mean, Cave killed Wab. That gave Min the lead, but Topher took it right back.
I think if Min knew that he had the lead, if he knew he had the lead, that's probably a different story. That's incredible. What a comeback by Wab1024.
Yeah, that's one heck of a finish. And you gotta feel bad for Min. He played the seed right. He did everything right. Just Topher did not go his way.
Yeah. Other than taking that adamant a little bit late, Min did a lot of things really well and had a lot of pretty good luck too. But that Topher was just brutal. Gosh, and now Min is going to be able to see how far away that Chaos was. That was... Oh my. What a Chaos. We know that it was over 3,800 HP.
I gotta say, the Vorpal saved the day, as much as I hate to say it.
Yeah. In a manner of speaking, yes. Just, whoa. Congratulations to Wab. First place in a time of 151.46 from this race.
Well, Web says he's going to join us here. We'll see if when he gets here.
For sure. Looking forward to talking to Wab about this seed. About that Earth Cave in particular.
Yeah, that was just... I don't know what to say about that one.
I don't either. That was incredible. Okay.
I mean, when Wab realizes that he was... I don't know. Like, that was a bad Topher. It was one of the worst ones I've seen.
That Topher was rough. Especially with these flags. That Kraken was hitting like a truck. And that Chaos had to be the toughest one I've seen. Still working on getting Wab here for the winner interview.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see him.
Yeah, we definitely have Wab on the Discord, just trying to get him into the conversation right now.
I still don't see him.
Yeah, definitely have. Okay. And we are very happy to welcome our winner, Wab1024 tonight. Congratulations on the victory. GG.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the seed?
I hated Earth.
I don't think you hated Earth as much as it hated you, right?
Yeah, it hate massacred me over and over.
What if I told you Min hit Topher about 35 minutes before you, but he wiped 4 times?
I'd say I didn't think I deserved it, so I'm sorry for him. That sucks. I know that situation, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Min.
Yeah, he tried his first dive at level 19.
Ooh.
Kraken hit like an absolute semi-truck 4 times in a row.
All right. I mean, that'll do it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was getting past this Chaos at level 19. That was a very thick Chaos that you managed to take down.
What, like 35,000 hit points or something?
Yeah, something like 3,800.
Excuse me, not 1,000.
Yeah, over 3,800 is what we saw for sure before, and that was before your last hit. So, yeah, something like 4,000.
Yeah, he was a tanky one.
With a nuke.
Earth really set you back. Earth put you behind by like half an hour.
So did Min kind of make it through the first time without trouble, or did he get the canoe right away and ditch, or like what happened there?
What happened to Min is that he hit Earth early as well, even a little bit earlier, and made it all the way through on second try. Go motored the last couple of floors, ran right to Lich, didn't have all those problems with specters that you were having,
Oh,
made it there, but then didn't turn in the adamant. So you were airborne a lot before Min, but Min was 3 orbs ahead at one point.
interesting.
And this was a non-floater required seed too.
Yep,
Well,
Min
at
could
least we put
technically
on-
have
at least we put on a
skipped it.
mess for the viewers.
Because Gaia and Lefane had the other incentivized items, so those were entirely skippable. You didn't need the floater to finish the seed.
Yeah. Well, I figured that out as soon as I turned the bottle in, and I was just like, awesome.
So Min actually went without the floater for about an hour 15 or so.
Fair.
What was your favorite part of the seed? What did you like?
I think the fact that I chose to kind of Dan the thief relatively early and get a bunch of levels. I liked that the peds were the reset encounter right outside Crescent Lake. So I felt good about getting level 15 kind of right away. So I felt really good before I hit Earth for that first time because I had those levels, I had the experience from the peds. I was feeling really good about that quick grind that I did, and then Earth, hit me like a truck.
It really did. I mean, that was not a good situation to be in at all. It's amazing that you persevered through that and just, I mean, you kind of flew through a lot of stuff after that, though.
Well, I was like, okay, I really felt like I was behind, so my goal was to basically figure out, like, get into go mode with item wise, or figure out where the go mode items were as quickly as I could, and basically try to jet it from there. I don't know, at least with that Earth, I'm glad I finished under 2 hours. Like, after my 6th or 7th reset out of Earth, I was like, all right, this is going to be a long one. We're going to have to hope Min ran into the same problems, or something else. I started to feel real behind, I guess, for good reason. I mean, I was 30 minutes behind, you said, at one point. So
Yeah, that Earth, that destroyed you with all those specters casting Fire 3.
did he find Massa?
Yeah, first floor Mirage.
Oh, okay.
You blew right past her.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, there was no reason to stop.
No, I gotta say though, that Vorpal actually came in handy.
Yeah, for the first time ever.
It is the first time ever. How behind did you feel, or how did you feel about your position in the race?
Oh, I mean, with that debacle at Earth, I am behind this whole time. So we're gonna hope that I'm big enough to get through a disastrous Topher.
And make it through you did with that chaos. Somehow your white mage survived. We didn't even get to see much of that Kraken fight. It was a little bit of a slideshow here, but how on earth did you survive that Kraken with all of your people alive?
I mean, I had, what was it? I think the black mage took a dive. But I got defense charges and white shirt charges off like immediately. And so I just went, I think I had five invis charges on my fighter and 3 invis charges on my white and black mage. So, and I got those off right away. And Kraken did ink followed by lit 2, I want to say. So he gave me like a 2-turn buffer to get some invis charges out.
Well, I guess we could probably start wrapping this up there, Shift, if you want to take us out.
I absolutely agree. And congratulations again on the victory, Wab.
Yeah, GG, Wab. It was a well-run race.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for casting. Thank you for is it Gregley that's posting the race here? And I'm sorry, I don't know who's tracking, but tracking
Yeah, we've got
tracking is
MG
the hardest
Weirdo.
part of all. So thank you. Is that MG who is tracking?
Yeah, MG tracked and restreamed.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Much appreciation to MG Weirdo. We really appreciate everyone who came out on the chat today. We've got Randomania hosting us and allowing us to provide this content. We have the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord, which I've linked here in Twitch. Definitely want to see you watching on YouTube as well. All of the content is available on YouTube. Go ahead and just find the Final Fantasy Randomizer. You'll be seeing the Spring 2020 tournament popping up there on YouTube as well. We are looking forward to seeing you across the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. We're always looking for new people to join. And with that, I have been Shift 4. My partner, the Hangry Canuck. Got anything left for us, Hangry?
No, I'm all out of it. All out of luck on this one.
I think everyone was all out of luck on this one. Thank you again, everyone, and good night. Good randoing.